Welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Alice May. I'm a singer-songwriter and today I'm going to be answering some of your questions. Naturally this video is going to be quite a chatty one, so go get yourself a tea, a coffee, some snacks. I've got myself a peppermint tea in my lovely Hogwarts mug. And yeah, we'll get into the video. I put a Instagram story up basically asking if you guys had any questions about the EP, asking if you wanted to know anything, and I got quite a good response, more than I expected, which was nice. So the question I had the most was how long did it take to write each song? I was asked this by about 4 different people, and realistically I think the shortest song to write was End of the Phone. That one was only about 10 minutes. The recording process for that was quite strange. It was actually recorded, written and finished in about 2 days, which was pretty amazing. It wasn't originally going to be on the EP. It was just a song that I wrote and recorded purely for me, and that was all it was going to be, and it wasn't supposed to go anywhere. And then I was listening back to the EP and I hated one of the songs. So I put End of the Phone in instead, and I think it worked quite well. But that was definitely the shortest one. I think the longest song to write was probably My Name, because originally I wrote it in about half an hour and loved it, absolutely loved it. Like, I was so happy with how it turned out. It was like everything that I wanted it to sound like. And then I remember I was recording it and I just listened to the chorus and I just went, this doesn't work. I just kind of sat there and I was like, this doesn't sound right at all. So I think I spent probably another 2, maybe 3 hours just sitting and just like going through it and going like, what words don't work, what lyrics don't work, what lines don't work, like, is the chorus right, is this right? And yeah, so I think that was probably the longest one. I've had quite a few people asking what Tequila is about. Tequila is the only song on the EP that is written from someone else's perspective. Tequila is kind of a mix between my personal experience with a certain person and also another couple's experience. So technically Tequila isn't really written from my perspective, which was quite interesting to write and I really liked it. It was nice to have that kind of moment where I could go, I'm going to put myself in this perspective and I'm going to be this person for the next however long it takes to write this. And it was one of my friends had quite an interesting experience with a guy when she was drinking tequila, and so I wrote it about her and from her perspective, because I remember she would rant at me and be like, I can't believe this happened, blah blah blah. And it was quite funny because we were sitting in her car and she was driving and she just went, oh, just blame tequila. And that kind of stuck in my head and I was like, oh, that's a really cool concept. And then I was writing this song and I was like, oh my god, I know what I'm going to write about, that's it. Is it just these, or do you have other songs in your head? I will show you. Hang on, oh, I've got to put my tea down now. These are the 2 songwriting books that I have. This one is completely full of songs or little snippets of songs or little lyric ideas. So it's not just the songs on the EP. I have a lot of other songs written. I don't have many songs in my head. As soon as I have an idea, I either write it in one of these or put it on my phone. Very exciting. I have actually started compiling a few songs for a new EP, so keep your eyes out for that one. Which song is your absolute fave? Oh, that's a good question. Which song is my absolute favourite? I think recording, it was definitely Are You Tired? Currently, it's probably Tequila. Like, I would listen. That sounds really self-centered. I would listen to myself all day. But yeah, I do. I put it on at work. Everybody gets very fed up with it, but... What was the inspiration to write the songs and why did you choose the lyrics? Oh, I think the inspiration behind the songs, I will be going into more detail in a different video and I'll do each song separately. Are You Tired was originally a letter when I first wrote it, and I wrote it as kind of a letter to my mentally stable self and then turned it into a song. Tequila is obviously written about 2 people who I know who probably shouldn't have drunk as much tequila as they did. End of the Phone came about from this kind of deep-seated almost anger from not wanting to be like this second choice, or not wanting to be this girl that's always there when he's drunk and needs someone to talk to when he's at 2 a.m. and he's sitting on the side of the road, drunk out of his mind, needing like some comfort. I was like, I am not that girl anymore. I think that's why it took me so little time to write, was because it was just something that was building up and up and up in my head. My name is kind of, again, just this frustration of being in a small town and not being known for what you want to be known for, because ever since I was little I wanted to do music and it's always been something that I've wanted to do. And my name is kind of this like frustration of being like, well, I'm just going to drive away and find somewhere where people know me, and that's my thing. And it very much got to that point, and I remember when I was writing it I was just done. And I remember I was looking up flats in like London or flats in like New York, and I was like, this isn't gonna happen. I was like, it's a nice idea, never gonna happen. So yeah, my name was kind of just absolute frustration from being stuck in a small town and wanting to get out and wanting to be known and not having the means to do that. Why did you choose the lyrics? That's a really interesting question. Again, I will probably go into more detail with this in separate videos with the separate songs. Each song was very much an emotion that I needed to get out, and I think that was why a lot of the lyrics came about. I hope that answered your question. So thank you very much for sending all of your questions in. I very much appreciate it. Yeah, if you have any other questions, pop them in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe, turn notifications on, because I will be doing a few acoustic sessions and a few like more in-depth videos about who the songs are about and who inspired them and all of that kind of things, and I'll be going more into detail about all of the stories. All of the links to my EP will be in the description. Please, please, please give it a listen. Tell me which one your favourite song is. Tell me which one your least favourite song is. I think that's more interesting. Tell me that. Which songs don't you like? Why don't you like them? Thanks for joining. Thanks for listening. Bye. Lots of love. Ow. Hot.